You go to bed exhausted, you wake up the same. You've changed your mattress, turned off your phone, tried herbal teas and white noise, and yet every morning feels like a slow unraveling. If you've ever wondered why sleep isn't fixing anything anymore, the answer might not be in your habits, but in your bedroom layout. More specifically, the position of your bed. It sounds almost too simple, but in Feng Shui, an ancient, practical study of how energy moves through space, where you place your bed isn't just an aesthetic choice. It directly shapes how your body, your thoughts, and even your money recover while you rest. Because at night your defenses go down, your subconscious opens, and in that openness your energy either restores or leaks. For over 4 decades I've walked into beautiful homes that feel strangely off. Successful people, clean rooms, cozy lighting. But something feels heavy, misaligned, and without fail the problem begins at the bed. Not the blanket, not the decor, the placement. In this video, I'll walk you through 3 of the most common bed placement mistakes that quietly sabotage your well-being and how to fix them without expensive renovations. These are not superstitions. They're patterns of space and flow that repeat across culture, class, and location. From Beverly Hills penthouses to quiet cottages in Oregon, the same misalignments show up and they always leave a mark. So if you've been feeling stuck, unsettled, or like life is brushing past you no matter how hard you try to stay afloat, don't change your effort. Start by changing the direction you sleep in. It might sound small, but it's where energy begins. And when your bed starts supporting your body the right way, your fortune follows quietly but surely. Part 1. Why the bed is the energetic heart of your life. We all know sleep is essential, but we rarely question what happens to our energy while we sleep, or more importantly, where it goes. You may fall asleep hoping to recover, to wake up renewed, but if your bed is placed wrong, what you're actually doing is lying down in a current that drains you. And that loss isn't just physical, it's financial, it's emotional, it's invisible. Yet it shows up in the exact places you're trying to fix. Think of your bed not as furniture, but as a charger. Just like your phone needs the right connection to recharge, your body and mind need the right alignment with the space around you. Feng Shui doesn't treat the bed as a soft rectangle to throw blankets on. It sees it as the center of your life's invisible wiring, the place where 3 types of energy meet. The energy of your own body, the energy of the earth beneath you, and the energy of the sky above. Every night while you lie in that stillness, those 3 forces either align or conflict. And when they conflict, no amount of effort during the day can undo what was lost in the night. There's a reason we sleep for 1/3 of our lives. Rest isn't a pause, it's a rebuilding. But here's the truth most people miss. Your bed doesn't just reflect how you rest, it actively shapes how you live. A misaligned bed can lead to chronic fatigue, recurring anxiety, and even financial blockages. Not because of some mystical curse, but because your energy system, like any system, needs order. Imagine trying to fall asleep on a boat that's slowly drifting out to sea. You can close your eyes, you can breathe deeply, but somewhere inside you something stays on guard. There's no anchor, no grounding. That's what happens when your bed isn't placed in the right energetic position. Your body may appear still, but your spirit keeps scanning, and over time that tension drains your reserves. I've seen this pattern more times than I can count. High-performing professionals, busy parents, even retired couples who just want peace. They've optimized their lives with the best pillows, noise machines, blackout curtains, and yet they're still restless, still anxious, still wondering why nothing feels settled. And in almost every one of those homes, the bed told the story. It was floating in the middle of the room, or tucked under a window, or aligned directly with the door like a corridor of energy constantly rushing over them. These aren't decor choices, they are energetic disruptions. When your bed is placed correctly, something shifts. Your sleep deepens, not just physically, but energetically. You don't just wake up earlier, you wake up clearer. The tension behind your eyes fades, your chest feels lighter, you remember your dreams, you stop grinding your teeth, you make sharper decisions at work, you find more patience at home. This isn't magic, it's a natural result of finally giving your body the energetic protection it's been silently begging for. And here's where the deeper truth lies. Money doesn't flow to chaos, it flows to stability. When your body feels supported, truly supported, it starts to send different signals, not just to your mind, but to your field, to the world around you. You stop chasing, you start attracting, and it begins with something as unglamorous, as practical, as simply rethinking where your bed is. Maybe no one ever taught you to think of your bedroom like this. That's okay. In our culture, we're taught to chase results, to look outside for answers. But in Feng Shui, the first correction is never external. It's spatial, it's personal, it's invisible but undeniable. And your bed, the one place you return to every night, is either helping you heal or holding you back. So before we talk about wealth, before we talk about luck or opportunity, we begin here with a question that only you can answer. Is your bed quietly draining you or finally restoring you? Part 2. 3 hidden bed mistakes that drain wealth and health. Number 1. Bed without a solid wall behind it, no mountain. It doesn't matter how luxurious your mattress is, how soft your sheets feel, or how perfectly your lighting is dimmed. If your bed doesn't have a solid wall behind it, you are sleeping without a mountain. And in Feng Shui, that is no small detail. It's the absence of protection, it's the absence of grounding. And over time, it becomes the absence of stability in your waking life. Let's be clear, this isn't about aesthetics, it's about energetic anchoring. In classical Feng Shui, the head of the bed represents what we call the mountain position, a strong, immovable force behind you that supports your energy while you sleep. When you sleep without that, when your bed floats in the middle of the room or rests beneath a window, you may not consciously notice anything, but your nervous system does. Your spirit does. Something in you stays slightly alert, slightly unheld, and that tension doesn't just stay in the bedroom, it follows you through your day. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but nothing's landing, like you're trying to build momentum, but it keeps slipping, like every time you make progress, something shakes it loose? These patterns often come from a deep energetic imbalance, one that begins at night when your body is trying to rest, but never feels fully supported. I've seen this in the lives of high-level executives and single mothers alike. One woman, a well-known venture capitalist, told me, "I can close million-dollar deals, but I can't fall asleep without white noise, a sleep mask, and a glass of wine." When I visited her apartment, her bed was centered beneath a large window with no backing. It looked elegant, but the energy was floating. She had no mountain. And inside, she always felt like she was bracing for something. When your bed lacks a solid wall, your subconscious reacts as if there's nothing protecting your back. And this goes deep down to our primal instincts. We rest best when we feel safe. That's hardwired into our biology. Think of animals in the wild. They never sleep in the open. They find caves, trees, places where nothing can sneak up from behind. That instinct still lives in us. We don't call it survival anymore. We call it anxiety. We call it a racing mind. But it's the same thing, the need to feel held, to feel backed up. A solid wall behind your bed provides that. It's not just physical, it's symbolic. It tells your energy system you're safe to let go. And when that signal is received, everything softens, your breathing deepens, your thoughts quiet down. You don't have to monitor your environment, you can finally surrender to rest. And when you surrender fully, the energy you restore becomes the foundation for everything else. Clear decisions, emotional steadiness, financial clarity. But when the mountain is missing, you're forced to self-regulate all night long. Your body stays semi-vigilant. Your plans in waking life start to feel shaky. You may work harder just to stay afloat. You second-guess yourself. You chase mentors, advisors, support systems because energetically you have none. And the tragedy is it starts in the most intimate space in your life, the one place meant to restore you. The fix is not expensive. It's not complicated, but it must be intentional. First, place your bed against a solid wall, one without a window, a gap, or clutter. Let it be clean and firm. If your room layout doesn't allow for this, create a mountain. Use a padded headboard, a wooden screen, or hang a piece of grounding art, a painting of a mountain, a still tree, or even a symbol of peace. What matters is the sensation. When you lie down, your energy must feel shielded, supported, and still. This one change often does more than any sleep hack ever could. People report sleeping through the night for the first time in years. They feel calmer without knowing why. They stop waking up anxious. And slowly but surely that stability seeps into their days. Decisions become easier. Conversations feel less charged. Life feels less like it's moving against them. Because with a mountain behind you, you don't just sleep better, you stand taller. You stop bracing. You begin building again. And it all starts with where you rest your head tonight. Number 2, bed facing a mirror. You wake in the middle of the night and for a moment feel watched. You turn to the side and see your own reflection, soft, still, dim in the darkness. It doesn't look threatening, it doesn't move, but something in your body can't quite settle. You fall back asleep, but the rest isn't deep. The next morning you wake up groggy, unfocused, slightly on edge, and you brush it off again. Mirrors don't seem dangerous. In fact, they've become part of modern interior design, especially in American homes where they add light, openness, and elegance. But in Feng Shui, a mirror that directly faces your bed is one of the most energetically disruptive elements you can live with. And not because it's superstitious, but because it multiplies, it reflects, it echoes energy when the energy should be still. When you sleep, your body isn't just resting, it's reorganizing, recharging. Your mind enters a subconscious state of openness, one where you're vulnerable, receptive, sensitive. In that state, your energy is meant to settle inward. But when a mirror reflects your sleeping body back at you, that quiet energy gets projected outward again and again. There's no stillness, just subtle repetition, like a ripple that never stops. Have you ever felt unrested even after 8 full hours, tossed and turned for no clear reason, woken up startled with no noise, or felt without logic that someone else was in the room? These aren't nightmares, they're signals from your energy field. And one of the most common culprits is a mirror that silently bounces your life force away from you every single night. In traditional Feng Shui, mirrors belong to the metal element, sharp, cold, and reflective. They cut through flow, they divide spaces, they double whatever they see. And that doubling, while helpful in a hallway or workspace, becomes disorienting in the bedroom, because your bedroom is meant to be your sanctuary, not a hall of echoes, not a space of projections. When a mirror faces your bed, you don't just see yourself, you see a version of yourself that never sleeps. Energetically, it creates what ancient texts called the shadow spirit, a reflection that lingers, watching, duplicating, distorting. You may not feel it consciously, but your body knows. And that awareness prevents the deep restoration you desperately need. One client of mine, a retired therapist in Santa Fe, had a beautiful antique mirror at the foot of her bed. She loved how it made the room feel bigger, but she also hadn't slept through the night in over 6 years. No health condition, no noise problems, just chronic restlessness and a low hum of anxiety she couldn't explain. After removing the mirror, or rather covering it softly each night with a sheer fabric, her sleep changed within days. She wrote to me weeks later saying, "I didn't know peace could feel like this again." She wasn't exaggerating. She was finally resting without reflection. You don't have to get rid of your mirror, but you do have to respect its power. If it faces your bed directly, cover it at night. Use a curtain, a decorative fabric, even a foldable screen. If it's part of a wardrobe, consider repositioning or softening it with artwork. Alternatively, replace it altogether with something that invites peace. A painting of still water, a soft-toned tapestry, or a symbol that grounds you. You'll be amazed at how quickly your body responds when the energy of your sleep space is allowed to be whole, not split. And here's the deeper truth. Mirrors teach us how to look, but they also teach us to guard. When you sleep in front of one, part of you stays aware just in case. But sleep isn't meant to be guarded, it's meant to be surrendered to. And no healing, no restoration, no wealth can grow in a space where your energy is constantly bouncing away from you. So tonight, before you turn off the lights, take one last glance at your room. If a mirror meets your gaze from your bed, ask yourself this: what is it reflecting back to me? And more importantly, what might I be losing that I haven't even noticed? The quietest disruptions are often the most powerful. And once you remove that reflection, what returns to you may not just be sleep, but peace, clarity, and a sense of self you've been missing. Number 3, bed directly aligned with the door. There's a reason ancient cultures carried the deceased out feet first through the door, and why in Feng Shui we call this the coffin position. When your bed is directly aligned with the door, especially with your feet pointing toward it, you're lying in the exact path where energy enters and exits a space. This might sound poetic, but it's deeply practical. Your body becomes the target of every current of energy that moves through the room. And night after night, that flow pulls more from you than you realize. Doors are powerful in Feng Shui. They're not just entryways, they're energy mouths, places where movement begins and ends. During the day, this flow keeps a space alive. But at night, when the body is trying to rest, you need that movement to soften. When your bed is in direct alignment with the door, your body is exposed to a current of Qi that doesn't pause. It rushes in, rushes out. You might not feel the wind, but you feel the effect. You wake up unsettled, startled, or groggy, like you never truly went under. This placement causes what I call energetic interruption. People who sleep in this position often report dreams of falling, running, or being chased. They experience anxiety in the mornings and trouble focusing during the day. It's not a curse, it's a current. one that pulls your energy straight through the doorway while you're trying to recover. I remember working with a client in Los Angeles, a creative director known for her sharp intuition and sense of control, and yet she felt constantly invaded, like she couldn't hold boundaries in work or relationships. Her bed faced the door directly with nothing softening the space. We didn't move homes. We simply shifted her bed 2 feet to the left, angled her nightstand to break the line, and placed a tall plant between the bed and the door. Within weeks, she told me, "I don't feel watched anymore. I don't feel like life is barging in." That's the power of redirecting energy. If you can, reposition your bed, angle it so you can see the door but don't line up with it. This is known in Feng Shui as the command position, where you hold awareness without being in the direct path. If movement isn't possible, create a buffer. A bookshelf, a soft curtain, a room divider, even a thick rug that grounds and slows the flow. It doesn't take much, just enough to send your body the message: you're not in danger, you're safe here. There's a quiet kind of trauma that builds when your body feels constantly exposed, even while you sleep. It's not dramatic, it's not loud, but it shows up in how easily you startle, in how fast your patience burns out, in how often you feel behind or interrupted even when things are fine. These aren't just emotional states, they're the echo of energy that never got a chance to land. Correcting the coffin position is not about superstition, it's about sovereignty. It's about reclaiming your space as your own. When you sleep in a position of alignment, your body feels protected. Your dreams become gentler, your mornings less rushed. You begin to hold your energy longer, you stop leaking it through open doors. So tonight, when you look at your room, don't just ask if it looks right. Ask, where does the energy go? Is it rushing past me or gathering around me? Because in Feng Shui, prosperity begins with rest, and rest begins with protection. Turn your bed away from the door and let life come to you, not through you. Part 3: Energetic Enhancements for Prosperity Sleep. There is a moment just before you fall asleep when everything softens, your breath slows, the noise of the day fades, and for a few seconds the world feels still. That is the moment your energy is most open, and what surrounds you in that moment quietly shapes what enters your life next. Sleep isn't passive. It's when your body restores, your mind reorganizes, and your energetic field absorbs the space around you. Which means your bedroom isn't just a place to collapse, it's a container. And what you put in it, colors, objects, light, either nurtures or disrupts your ability to renew. In Feng Shui, the quality of your sleep reflects the quality of your surrounding Kai. And when your Kai is low, so is your ability to receive peace, clarity, money, love. Let's start with color. Color isn't just a visual, it's a vibration. Earth tones like soft beige, caramel, honey, and terracotta ground your nervous system. These are the colors of stillness, of warmth, of the kind of safety that doesn't scream, it settles. A room dressed in these tones tells your body you can stop running now. And when your body believes it's safe, your energy begins to accumulate. That accumulation is what becomes prosperity. Next is light. Most bedrooms use cold, white overheads that scatter Kai. In Feng Shui, we bring in light like we bring in fire with intention. Use soft amber lamps. Let the glow be warm, gentle, golden, like sunrise through a curtain. Place one near your bed and another in the wealth corner of your room, the far left corner from the doorway. This is where abundance Kai naturally gathers. Don't flood it, invite it. A gentle light in this corner is like a signal to the universe. This space is ready to receive. Now let's talk about objects. What lives near your bed becomes part of your energy field, which means no clutter, no randomness, only items with clear purpose and positive resonance. A pair of red-tied Chinese coins under your pillow or in your nightstand activates the flow of giving and receiving. A yellow citrine or pyrite crystal, the golden magnets, carry both fire and earth energy, drawing prosperity while grounding your emotions. A painting of peonies, the flower of wealth and romance, can shift the emotional tone of the room, opening the heart and inviting both love and luck. These aren't decorations, they are energetic allies, and don't forget nature. A single plant in your bedroom, money plant, jade plant, or peace lily, does more than look pretty. It breathes, it balances fire with wood, it transforms stale air into life force. Caring for a plant, misting its leaves, placing it with intention, teaches your energy field what it means to grow again. In Feng Shui, how you treat your space becomes a mirror of how you treat yourself. So the more gently and consistently you care for your space, the more that same energy begins to echo through your days. You don't need to redesign your entire room overnight. You just need to shift the energy directionally. Ask yourself, is this space helping me rebuild or keeping me in survival? Start small, a warm lamp, a grounding color, a plant on the windowsill. Prosperity doesn't arrive all at once, it trickles in where there is room, and your job is to make room. So tonight, before you turn out the light, look around. Ask not, does this look good? But does this feel nourishing? Because your room is speaking to your energy every night. And when it begins to speak in the language of peace, of care, of quiet power, prosperity begins to listen. Part 4. Activate the wealth corner. Every bedroom has a hidden power point, a quiet corner where energy gathers, slows, and settles. In Feng Shui, we call this the wealth corner. It's not a superstition, it's spatial intelligence. And once you activate it, you begin to shift the magnetic field of your room and your life. To locate the wealth corner, stand at the entrance of your bedroom facing inward. The far left corner from where you stand is your wealth sector. It doesn't matter if it's empty, cluttered, or barely noticeable. What matters is this: energy already gathers there. The question is, what does it find when it arrives? In many homes, the wealth corner is where we unconsciously put things we don't want to deal with. Stacks of laundry, forgotten paperwork, storage bins. It's the deal with it later space. But here's the truth. Whatever you store there begins to store itself in you. Stagnation in that corner becomes stagnation in your finances, in your motivation, in your sense of forward movement. To activate this space, first clear it. Don't just tidy it, purify it, wipe the dust. Open a window, let the light touch it. Energy needs breath, it needs room. Then with clear intention, place items that anchor the vibration of abundance. Not items that just symbolize money, but items that speak of care, growth, and value. Start with nature. A small green plant, money plant, jade, or even basil brings living energy. Place it in a ceramic pot, not plastic. Let it feel real, rooted, intentional. Add a jar of coins or uncooked rice, a symbol of harvest, nourishment, and continual supply, not flashy, not forced, just a quiet gesture of readiness. Then introduce light. A golden lamp or a single beeswax candle lit each evening becomes your ritual flame. It tells the room and your subconscious that this space is no longer ignored, it is honored. You don't need crystals unless they resonate with you. You don't need gold bars or altars. What you need is alignment. A clear, open space warmed by light, grounded by nature, and infused with your attention. Because energy responds to presence, and wealth in Feng Shui is not about luck, it's about flow. What you nourish grows, what you avoid withers. So spend time here, not hours. Just moments, pause by this corner each night. Let your hand brush the leaves of the plant. Whisper a word of gratitude. Light your lamp with intention, not urgency. This isn't about manifesting fast money. It's about becoming a home for steady abundance. You'll know it's working when your room feels different, more held, more peaceful, less like a storage box, more like a sanctuary. You'll start noticing opportunities you used to overlook. You'll feel less anxious when you check your bank account. You'll begin to trust that you are supported even in stillness. Because you are. The wealth corner isn't magic, it's a mirror. And when you tend to it with care, it begins to reflect the version of you who no longer waits to feel safe, but chooses to make space for it. Part 5. One nightly ritual that changes everything. Before you reach for your phone, before the room goes dark, before your thoughts scatter into dreams, there is one small moment that holds enormous power. This is the moment where you choose not just to fall asleep, but to come back to yourself. And with one simple ritual, you can begin turning your bed into a magnet for peace, healing, and prosperity. You don't need crystals or incense. You don't need chanting or elaborate practices. All you need is presence, 3 slow, intentional breaths, that's it. But here's the key, you breathe not just to relax, but to reset the energy field around your body and your room. Start by lying still, feel the weight of your body sink into the mattress. No need to fix anything, just notice. Inhale slowly through your nose, feel it rise like mist in a quiet valley. Then exhale through your mouth, letting go of the day. Again, and once more, let each breath guide you inward, like drawing the curtains closed on everything outside. Now with your eyes closed, imagine a soft golden light, like morning sun turned liquid, drifting down from above your head. Let it enter gently, warming your scalp, your face, your neck. Let it travel through your chest, your arms, your stomach, your legs, until it reaches your feet. Let that light spread across your bed like a wave of calm, a blanket made not of fabric, but of energy. This is your cocoon, your shield, your reset. And then whisper 3 words, not out loud if you don't want to, just softly with breath. Kai at peace, heart at peace, wealth at peace. Say it again slowly with meaning. This is not a mantra for miracles. It's a message to your nervous system, a reminder to your energy that it no longer needs to rush, perform, or push. That rest itself is allowed. That prosperity does not come from doing more, but from being aligned, available, and safe. You may not feel anything on night one, or maybe you'll feel warmth in your chest or tears without a reason. That's good, that's release, that's the body finally being heard. Over time, this simple ritual becomes a signal, a shift. Your bed begins to hold you differently. The room feels thicker, calmer, like something unseen is listening. You stop dreading the night. You start looking forward to it. And as you wake, you'll notice something else. You're not sprinting into the day anymore. You're meeting it. Grounded, clear, quietly certain. Because sleep, when done right, doesn't just recharge the body, it recalibrates your energy field. And when your energy field is calm, open, and aligned, prosperity doesn't have to be chased. It comes on its own. So tonight, just try, just breathe, just picture the light, let it wrap around you, let it fill the corners of your room, let it settle into the places that used to hold stress. Because the most powerful Feng Shui cure is not outside you, it's within you. And the most profound abundance begins not in the bank, but in the breath before sleep. Now that you've made it here, take a moment, not to rush into change, but to feel what has shifted within you. Maybe something softened, maybe something clicked. Maybe quietly you recognize that the space you sleep in has never just been a room, it has always been a reflection of your energy, of your past, of what you've tolerated, and of what you're now ready to realign. We've spoken of walls and mirrors, light and plants, color and breath, but underneath it all, this has always been about one thing: restoring your relationship with your space. Not as a backdrop, not as a project, but as a partner. Because your home is not just where you live, it's where your energy lands. It's where your nervous system either rebuilds or breaks. And the bed, that's the heart of it all. It's where heaven, earth, and humankind meet each night to rewrite the rhythm of your life. You don't need to fix everything overnight. And you don't need to become someone else. All you need is the willingness to choose rest that restores. Energy that supports, space that protects. You deserve that, and maybe for the first time in a long time you believe it too. If this video met you at the right moment, I want to thank you, not just for watching, but for listening. Not to me, but to that part of yourself that wants peace again. That part that's tired of pushing. That part that's ready to receive, not just money or success, but deep, quiet alignment. So tonight, as you lie down, may your bed become more than furniture. May it become your foundation, your reset, your quiet revolution. Sleep with intention, wake with grace. And may the space around you slowly reshape itself into something softer, steadier, and finally worthy of the life you're ready to live. Thank you for being here. I wish you peace, protection, and prosperity in every night and in every space you call home.